Hey everyone, welcome. Congratulations. Today is day 14 of our 28-day Couch to Mat Yoga Challenge. This means you have been practicing for 2 weeks, 14 days. Congratulations. We're going to get started. In downward facing dog. As you come into your downward dog or your child's pose, feel your hands on your mat, feel your feet on your mat, and really feel this. 2 weeks, 14 days of showing up for yourself. And that's no small feat. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Now if you want to add a little bit of movement in your downward dog, you can bend one knee and then the other. Maybe move your head around a little bit. Whether you are in downward dog or child's pose, whether you are moving or in stillness, feel your breath. A big breath in and a long breath out. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Now here, walk your feet closer to your hands, about an inch or two. You can take your feet wide to the outer edges of your mat. Come up onto your tiptoes and drop your heels over to your right. As your heels go to your right, maybe you feel a little bit of stretch, some sensation in your left side body. Feel if you can soften your toes. Your heels don't have to touch the ground. And then on your inhale, come on back through center, tiptoes, and then heels over to your left. And notice the difference. Absolutely notice the difference side to side. Notice if you can maintain your breath right through these shifts in sensation. And then inhale, come on back to center, and come back to your downward dog. Take a big breath in here. And as you exhale, make your way to the front edge of your mat. Set your feet together or apart and come on up to stand. Soft knees, shoulders roll back, hands reach high, lift your heart. Take a big inhale, hands to your heart as you exhale. Set your gaze, lower your gaze or close your eyes. And really feel this. Feel where you are in this moment. Feel what has brought you to this moment. So 13 days of practicing has brought you to this moment. Together, let's take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Inhale, sweep your hands high, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Find your halfway lift. A couple of breaths here. Hands on your mat or on your shins, maybe they dangle. Straight legs or bend in your knees. Adjust as needed so you can lengthen your spine and lift your heart. Take a big inhale, fold forward, exhale. Inhale, come on back up to stand. Hands high, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat, step back to your high push-up, high plank. Knees can be lifted or you can bring your knees down to your mat. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, forward and halfway down. Low push-up, chaturanga. You can drop your knees or come all the way down. Inhaling. Upward facing dog. Maybe your cobra or your low cobra. Soften your shoulders. Pause here. Lead with your heart. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Back to your downward facing dog or your child's pose. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. And hopefully you are leading with your heart, letting your heart lead you to your mat every day for this period of time. So far, 14 days. And it is a really big accomplishment to make this time for yourself. So allow yourself to feel this. Give yourself some credit here. Take a big inhale. As you exhale lightly, step or jump to the front edge of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, coming up to stand, rise up, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, maybe your cobra or your low cobra. Exhale, back to your downward dog or your child's pose. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Take another big inhale. As you exhale lightly, make your way to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Set your feet, put a big bend in your knees, and come on up. Hands higher at your heart. Weight of your body just a little more in your heels. Here, set your gaze. Steady breath. Shift the weight of your body into your right foot and draw your left knee up towards your chest. Now you might work with your left toe still resting on your mat. Maybe you can lift the knee a little higher. Keep the bend in your right knee. Hands higher at your heart. If you set your gaze to one point, traditional drishti is what we call it. It helps a lot with balance. Breath helps a lot with balance. Take a big breath in. Lightly bring your left foot down. Pause. Now set your left foot, set your gaze, and lift your right leg. Keep the bend in both knees. It's okay if you start to fall out of the pose. You can always rest your right toes down. It's okay if you lose your physical balance. Don't hang on. Allow yourself to come out of it and then come back into it so you can keep enjoying yourself and keep challenging yourself. Take a big breath in. Now right foot lightly comes back down. Back to your chair pose. Big breath in here. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot to your right thumb. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana. And come on up. Hands high or hands at your heart. I lose my balance all the time. I fall out of balancing poses on my mat. I lose my balance in life. It's not about hanging on, struggling to stay in balance. At least for me, it's not. It's more about noticing what happens when I start to fall out of a pose on my mat. Do I hang on? Can I soften? Can I laugh at myself? And then just come back into it. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hands come down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Upward dog, a big inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. One step, maybe a couple of smaller steps. Set yourself up. Come on up. And balance in life. Even just being able to notice when you feel out of balance in your life. A lot of people don't even notice that because we're just going. We're just going and going and going and going. And we never stop to feel, to check in. How do I feel right now? Do I feel in balance? Do I feel out of balance? What would it be like to come back into balance? And that's what you're exploring here. Balance. Every time you get on your mat, every time you come into a pose, check in. How does it feel? It's okay if it's challenging. Can you meet the challenge with breath? Take one more big inhale here. Exhale. Hands come down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Upward dog. A big breath in. Downward dog. Breath out. Take a big inhale. And a long exhale. A deep breath in. And a big breath out. Once more, big inhale, fill up. Exhale lightly, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana, big bend to your knees. Sit down, come on up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat, high push up. Forward and down, low push up as you exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Come up. Add in your warrior two. Add in some space between your feet. The balance here of taking up more space, but not taking your feet so far apart that you're hanging on and that you fall out of the pose. So check in, explore it. Play your edge. Take your front foot a quarter of an inch forward. A quarter of an inch, that's not a lot. Does it feel different? Can you stay with your breath? Spin your palms to the sky. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Another deep breath in here. Exhale, hands come down to your mat. High push-up, forward and halfway down, low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step your left foot forward. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Come up, tall at the top, reach up. Now add in your warrior two. Front foot flat and straight. Front knee tracks over your front ankle. Back toes towards the side of your mat or a little bit forward. And these are just guidelines. You can check in with your body, with your breath, and feel. What do you need? It can be different. It can be child's pose right now or another pose. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Keep the bend in your front knee, soften your toes, lift from the hip, a big inhale. Exhale, hands come down to your mat. Step back, high push-up, forward and halfway down, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Here, come on forward to your high push-up, your high plank. Bring your right knee down, pretty much in line with your right hand. Start to spin your left heel to the left and take your left arm up to the sky. This is a side plank variation. You can keep your right foot in line with your right knee. Sometimes it gives you a little more balance to let that right foot come more to your right. Now just notice if you collapse into your right shoulder, lift up out of the shoulder, engage your core, take your top arm, reach it a little higher, big inhale. As you exhale, left hand comes down. Come on back to your high push-up. Pause. And then switch sides. Bring your left knee down. Let your right heel start to come to the right. And take your right arm up to the sky. On this side, the left foot can come more to your left. And your left hand is pretty much under your shoulder. That gives you support, stability. If it bothers your wrist, you can make a fist with the bottom hand. Take a deep breath in, reach up, lift up. As you exhale, right hand comes down. Come on back to your high push-up. Press back to your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Bring your knees down to your mat. Sit back over your heels and lie down on your back. Draw your knees into your chest, give them a squeeze, and set up for your Shavasana. You can take your legs out or up if you want a little more support for your low back, maybe feet wide and knees together. Take a big inhale and a long exhale. As you settle into Shavasana, as you absorb, integrate the work that we've just done, equally absorb, integrate this feeling that you're doing this. 14 days, 2 weeks of daily practice. One more big breath in and a long exhale. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Draw your knees to your chest. Roll it to one side and slowly make your way to seated. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your gaze, lower your gaze, or close your eyes. Together, let's take a deep breath in. And a long exhale. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. All right, everyone. Way to go. 2 weeks of practice. Seriously, give yourself some credit for this. Our tendency is to keep raising the bar for ourselves, expecting more and more, and we never pause to give ourselves credit for where we are. So give yourself some credit. 14 days. I am loving this challenge. I'm so excited for all of you. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. I would love it if you subscribe to my channel and like the video. Please take a moment, hop over to my Patreon page, which is also the Bent Yogi, where you can help support free content like this and get something for yourself for as little as $5 a month. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. I'll see you on your mat tomorrow.